This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test.
They're going to make it hard. There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
And the big fella threatened to elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally... is right, starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
This offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end around there.
Score deep. Looking to throw again. A little screen to the running back. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
That's a fly. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as taking the field first chance we have to see them today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this was...
He's loose.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that have dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field. See the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It's really easy on the second down.
They'll mark it down, and that'll be enough for an Arizona first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Cleared in the middle. It's Balkinson. He puts him in. Across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Complete to the right. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on...
That's a one-handed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a fight. Texas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Bobcats. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Floating away. Trying to find his man in the middle. They bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. And a good, solid pickup for the defense. Cuts him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Wants to go up top. There's some pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top.
You got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Okay, break. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Got it. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. To the right, complete. Player will tie the game.
Love the thought process by the quarterback on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score. Every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Wants to fire on second down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll throw it to the back of the screen. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
He got it, and they've regained the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I will keep this up if I'm on offense.
Shoots it to the left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that
Motion from the wideout. Might be changing the route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. You want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Shut him on this drive, boys!
Looking to fire.
This full vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Bringing the heat. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
6 on this drive.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Offense changing the play. Gonna look downfield again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
First and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left. Going for the touchdown here.
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man across the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Once that ball is loose, offense doesn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Rushes on him. He's got him. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country, and that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the mark. That defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
That's just a really nice catch by the big tight end. Bowers meets up there catching the football.
Back to pass. Works the middle of the field. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Unloads to the right out. Wide open downfield. He'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half. They were calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take the lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
On the move from inside his 5. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the free safety rolling the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Yeah, one deep on the left side. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive line and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Red Raiders are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd down or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do. Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering you. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've got another first down.
He'll throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here.
Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on.
Pass on 2nd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half. So in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. And just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go up in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Zone. He's going to throw. Makes the grab. Smashes through the tackle. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how to get this guy the ball.
And the returner will be brought down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The play action fake. Complete to the left. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Arizona comes out with another first down. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Pass rush right after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
Backs just had a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop his 3rd interception of the season. Just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your go-to on third down?
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got out of trouble and throws. The short hands, it's Sampson. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. On the backfield, he's alone. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down mark.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Kickoff here, it all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window when the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Going for it all. Running through contact. Touchdown, Arizona. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball is coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He might want another play. To the air on first down. Fires to the big foul. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Let's get juice.
We got the inside kick. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's second and long. Wants to go on top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. On the gun, the running back. He stops at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. Second down, he'll throw. Got his man.
And that is phenomenal quarterback. Understanding it right away, dude. We're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my quarterback right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback. Get it out quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a play. is loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets him downfield. Spins away from one. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down and second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed connection on third down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Try to keep the run alive. Runs through a tackle. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on first and 10. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's second and 12. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that's exactly why this defense brought the blitz. You bring pressure because you want this quarterback to feel you, to get uncomfortable, to move him outside of the pocket so he's not sitting there doing damage. They do just that. Chase him down, put pressure on him, and force the incompletion.
Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
He's got it first and goal. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They want to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? What's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. on second down. He'll try to make the connection. Blasted as he lets it go. Of the first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Hey, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
They'll go back to the air on second down.